Wow, this is very late, but thank you so much for all your amazing support on my previous vlog video. Back then, my editing skills weren't as developed as they are now, but I honestly want to say a huge thank you for loving my previous vlog. Last time, I made a vlog for the very first time because I traveled somewhere outside of Australia. I visited South Korea and Japan. I hope you remember that I went to Seoul and Osaka last time. I had so much fun and I felt like I hadn't made a video like a vlog before, so I really wanted to make one back then. And since I made videos from Korea and Japan, I visited Seoul and Osaka once again because I felt like it wasn't enough. Also, because I received so much love on my previous vlog, I decided to make another vlog for my Seoul and Osaka trip this time. And since I learned so many new things, especially from the Kansai region and Japan this time, this vlog will be even more interesting than the last one. I'll stop talking too much now and let's start our journey. Same as last time, I caught the metro to Central Station and then transferred to the train that goes to Sydney International Airport. I even captured this on video. I had a teriyaki chicken rice bowl while waiting for my flight. It was so yummy. It's 10:43 AM Sydney time and my flight is taking off. It had only been about 2 to 3 minutes after takeoff, but it was so nice to see the Sydney view from the plane. Today's in-flight meal is bibimbap with Sprite. As a Korean, I seriously love bibimbap, so I had to pick that. Bibimbap from Asiana Airlines is my top pick ever. If you get a chance to have bibimbap with Asiana Airlines, I highly recommend you try it. For dinner, I had fish and rice as my in-flight meal, but it wasn't really my thing. I definitely prefer the bibimbap over that. While I was eating dinner, I spotted a full moon from the plane. After nearly 10 hours of flight, I could finally see Korea. We're now landing at Incheon International Airport at 10:58 PM Sydney time. Finally arrived in Korea and had a samgakkimbap just like last time. This time, we went to the car. Renting one was kind of a first for me. Anyway, we got the car and are on our way to my grandmother's home. But just like last time, I was busy with other things in Korea, so some days will be skipped. The next part of the vlog starts on the 9th. On the 9th, we went to a buffet in Seoul. The buffet was at the Four Seasons Hotel Seoul, one of the best hotels in the city. On this day, I got to see my other relatives from my dad's side. Most of the food was so yummy that I wanted to eat it again and again, but I got so full. I felt like I was eating like a mukbang YouTuber. Tried putting chocolate sauce on a marshmallow. I had so much fun doing it. Today is the 10th of December. Came to Hyundai Premier Outlet in Incheon to do some shopping. After doing some shopping, we went to Chinatown in Incheon. There, we had a delicious meal for dinner. I had jjajangmyeon, which is a Korean Chinese dish. But did you know that at Incheon Chinatown, you can take white jjajangmyeon? This was such a new experience for me. I had never seen white jjajangmyeon before. Today is the 11th of December. It's the day I'm heading to Osaka. I feel super excited because it's been only 11 months since my last direct trip to Osaka. First, we returned the rental car. Then, after checking in, we had lunch. Pork cutlet, prawns and hamburger steak set. So delicious. Let's watch the mukbang. After finishing my meal, I went to Paris Burger for dessert. Then we headed to the plane bound for Osaka. This time, we took a bus to get to the hotel. Last time, my hotel was near Shin Imamiya station, but this time we booked the hotel around the Osaka station and Umeda area. We stayed at Hotel Montreux Osaka. After checking in and dropping off all our suitcases, we headed straight to the Umeda area to grab some dinner. I had so much delicious food, but I forgot where it was. Today is the 12th of December. It's my second day in Osaka. Since I wasn't able to sleep well, I went out at 5 a.m. and walked to Osaka station. I captured some trains while waiting for mine to arrive. I got on the Osaka Loop line and went to Shin Imamiya station because I started to get curious about how it was going there. I was on the train to Shin Imamiya, and when I got off, I realized something had changed. Platform screen doors had been installed on the middle platform. There weren't any safety doors back in January 2025. I traveled by myself a little early in the morning and went to Kyobashi station on the Osaka Loop line. From there, I caught the Keihan line and traveled for a bit. Then I went to Gihonshijo station in Kyoto. When I got off, I grabbed some lunch first. Udon with tempura, definitely one of my all-time favorites. After lunch, we walked to Hokkanji Temple, one of the most popular places in Kyoto. After seeing it on YouTube, I knew I had to visit here for sure. Since matcha is so popular in Kyoto, I even tried some matcha desserts. Here's a selfie I took with my matcha ice cream cone. After hanging out at Hokkanji Temple, we headed back to Gihonshijo station and took the Keihan line back to Osaka. I caught this blue train because it's the limited express on the Keihan line. When I got on, the train was very quiet. Well, Japanese trains are always so calm and relaxed. Since it's a limited express, I didn't find it boring at all. It goes so fast. I arrived safely at Kyobashi and transferred to the JR line, catching a train to Osaka station. That means I'm back in the Great Umeda area. We did some shopping here and then had dinner. Dinner was steaks and sausages, and of course, I had a melon soda, my favorite Japanese drink. After dinner, we went for a walk around Umeda, and guess what? I saw the beautiful shining lights on the trees. Unfortunately, this display ended on December 31, 2025, so it's now a memory, but I wanted to show it because it was really special. Today is December 13th, my third day in Osaka. I'm currently on the airport in Kishuji Rapid Service, connecting from the Osaka Loop line and heading towards the area where this train runs. This train runs on the Hanwha line. You might remember I mentioned this in my full Kansai region video. I came to Hinano station on the Hanwha line. You might remember from my full Kansai region video that you can watch trains couple and uncouple here. First, I got to see the uncoupling from the train I arrived on. Then, I saw another train coupling on the opposite side. Let's watch it! First, this train arrives and waits. Then another train comes in and couples with it. Hanwha line trains are usually 4 cars long, but since the Osaka Loop line uses 8-car trains, they connect 2 4-car sets together before heading onto the Osaka Loop line. Shall we watch it one more time? I moved to the platform where the coupling happens. In my Kansai region video, I mentioned that some trains go direct to the Kansai airport from the Osaka Loop line, and this is the airport and Kishuji Rapid Service. I'll explain it one more time because it can be a bit confusing for some people. Like I mentioned earlier, 2 4-car trains connect at Hineno to make 1 8-car train. If you're heading towards the Osaka Loop line, you can sit in any carriage because all 8 cars go there. But if you're coming from the Osaka Loop line to Hineno, you need to be careful. The train runs as 8 cars, but at Hineno it splits into 2 4-car trains. One goes to Kansai airport and the other goes somewhere else. So always double check, especially if you're going to Kansai airport. So about this train coupling, guess what? I actually asked the crew for permission to film it. Did it twice at Hinano station. Asking in Japanese is super easy. Just say, "Shashin yo totemo ie desu ka?" It means, "Can I take a photo?" See? Super simple. Like I said in my Kansai video, I've been learning a bit of Japanese lately. It's to help me speak better with people next time I visit Japan. Back in the Umeda area for lunch, ramen was so good. Grabbed some donuts after, then headed straight to Osaka station. At Osaka station, I jumped on the Yamatoji Rapid Service off to explore another fun spot in the Kansai region. On the Yamatoji Rapid Service, I'm still in the greater Osaka area on the Loop line, but now the train is passing through some towns I don't really know. The Yamatoji Rapid Service is coming up to a tunnel, and now we're passing through the mountains. Once the doors closed, we left the station. Another train passed on the opposite side, and we cruised through the countryside. Finally, we made it to today's destination, Nara Station, here to check out Nara Park. After getting off, we walked towards Sanjo-dori Street, which leads straight to Nara Park. But before that, dessert time at a cafe. After dessert, we kept walking to Nara Park, and the moment we arrived, I spotted the deer immediately. There were so many deer here. I only found out about this place recently, so I knew I had to visit someday. I came here to see as many deer as possible, and I was loving every second of it. After hanging out with the deer at Nara Park, we hopped on a train to head towards Namba and the Dotonbori area. This line also connects to Nara Park and is actually much closer. After getting off, we walked around Dotonbori for a bit to soak in the vibes again, then headed to Kaniduraku Dotonbori main branch for dinner. There were so many different dishes and everything was delicious. Last but not least, I saw matcha powder being mixed with water to make matcha syrup, and then they poured it over vanilla ice cream. This matcha ice cream was so good. After dinner, we walked around Dotonbori and I found the perfect spot to take a glycoman selfie. It's right by the H&M building. After that, we saw the shiny lights again. I loved them so much. I just wanted to keep looking at them. I watched them the whole way while walking back to my hotel. Today is December 14th, my 4th day in Osaka. I'm riding the airport and Kishuji rapid service again, heading to Hineno to watch the train coupling one more time. On the way, I even saw that on this train, you can open and close the doors by yourself. But as I mentioned in the Kansai video, you can only do that when the train is stationary on a sidetracked platform. When we got to Hineno, I saw my train uncoupling, the part heading to Kansai airport, and on the opposite side, another train was coupling. Back in the Umeda area, I had lunch at the Hanshin department store, tried different kinds of noodles and some okonomiyaki. So delicious! I seriously need okonomiyaki again. It was one of my top foods on day 7 in Japan. After lunch, I couldn't resist the matcha strawberry mochi. I love matcha, strawberries and mochi, so I had to get it. Snacked one as soon as I spotted it at the Hanshin department store, and wow, I really want it again. After that, we headed to Osaka station and hopped on a special rapid service train to Sannomiya in Kobe. Day 4 was all about Kobe, and we had an amazing time. Here's this special rapid service. In my Kansai region video, I said it takes 27 minutes, but nope, it's actually just 20 minutes. Hope that didn't confuse anyone. I swear, Osaka to Sannomiya is only 20 minutes. If you're heading to Kobe from Osaka, definitely take this special rapid service. It's the fastest one. Got off at Sannomiya and just 15 minutes later, the next special rapid service came, and it was the train that I'd been dying to ride, but sadly I didn't get to hop on it. Instead, I treated myself at a cafe near Sannomiya station, matcha latte and waffles. Next, we headed to the Kobe City Hall observation lobby, go up to the 24th floor, and you get an amazing view of all of Kobe. I honestly didn't know a place like this existed in Kobe. I felt like I was on top of one of the tallest buildings in the world. Next, I strolled through Kobe Motomachi Market and found Kobe Chinatown Nankinmachi hidden right here. Then, we headed to American Park. You can see Kobe Port Tower there, and it totally felt like a wharf. Well, it's actually a wharf, but I said this is one of the most relaxing parks to visit in Kobe. After that, we walked to Motomachi station and hopped on a train back to Sannomiya, exited at the east exit and headed straight for dinner. Kobe is famous for its steak, so of course, we had to have some for dinner. The staff cooked this steak perfectly and plated it so nicely, everything was just flawless. After dinner, we hopped on the Hankyu line at Kobe Sannomiya and headed back to the Umeda area. December 15th, day 5, and honestly, this day was not my day. I was waiting for the 225-100 series train, the one I missed riding to Sannomiya yesterday. I'd been really hoping to ride it from Osaka to Sannomiya. So, did I get to ride the 225-100 series? Nope, unfortunately it never showed up, so I had to give up. I had been waiting 2 to 3 hours at Osaka station, and it ended up wasting a lot of time that day too. But that evening, I visited Osaka Castle. Visiting at night was amazing. The views were absolutely stunning. After that, we took the train from Osaka Jokuen Station back to Umeda, stopped by the Hanshin department store again and had eel rice. Seriously, the best I've ever had. Make sure to try it if you visit. It's on level 9. December 16th, my last day in Osaka. Leaving Japan made me feel even sadder after yesterday, but to cheer myself up, I hopped on the airport and Kishuji rapid service from the Loop line, heading to Kansai airport. Snapping everything I could on the way to the airport, I already have such a strong urge to visit Osaka and the Kansai region for a third time. I even opened the door again and got a shot of another train passing by. Since I was on the airport and Kishuji rapid service, here's a little more info. Every carriage has a screen showing where it's going, so make sure to check which forecast set goes where. One forecast set heads to the airport and the other goes somewhere else. This screen even tells you it'll uncouple a Hinano. I even got a shot of it happening from inside the train. After Hinano, the train headed to Rinku Town Station, crossing a bridge with such a beautiful, relaxing ocean view. At Kansai Airport, I filmed everything I could. I knew once I left, it would all just be a memory. As soon as I stepped out of Kansai Airport Station, I started filming everything I could, had some ramen for lunch, and then it was time to board the plane. I arrived safely back in Korea. After picking up my luggage, I had dinner, cold kimchi noodle soup. Since kimchi is my country's food and noodles are one of my favorites, I enjoyed it so much. We picked up a new rental car and went back to my grandmother's home. But I couldn't stop thinking about the moment when I wasn't able to ride the train in Osaka, so I was in a bit of a difficult situation, trying to move on from it. However, I managed to find a Japanese real-time train operating app. It's Eliside 4. This app is super helpful. It shows what type of trains are coming in real time across almost all train lines in Japan. You can even check which train models run at certain times, and a lot more. I've been doing my best to find this app, or something like it, every day after leaving Osaka this time. Trust me, if you're a train enthusiast or looking for which train model to ride in Japan, be sure to install this app. I'll put the app's link in the description so you can access it right away. It seriously shows what type of train model is coming for each service and for the next service as well. After I found this app, I'm even more excited to go to Tokyo now, and I don't need to worry about when the 225-100 series is coming anymore. You can choose Tokyo, Osaka, and many other areas in Japan too. The reason I mentioned this app in the video's title is so that you can access it right away. Anyway, you might feel like I went through each part of my Osaka tour a bit quickly. Since this is a vlog video, if you're looking for more detailed information about each place in the Kansai region, be sure to check out my Kansai region video. By the way, it's been almost a month since I uploaded my full Kansai region video, and the views are already over 400. I'm so surprised and grateful for all the love and support. Thank you so much. I always try my best to make videos like this, so I hope you share them with your friends and family. Anyway, the next day back in Korea was the 19th of December. I went to Seongsu in Seoul, since the mall has such stunning views during the evening. I had pizza, pasta, and some bread there for dinner. Everything was so good that I wanted to have it again. Today is the 20th of December. We went to the new Starfield library that just opened in Suwon. This library looked even more stunning than the one I visited in Seoul. Did you know this one is even bigger than the Seoul one? Anyway, I had pasta and sausage for dinner. Today is the 21st of December. We went to the popular sausage stew street in Uijeongbu with my grandmother. Around my grandmother's home, I had Korean all-style whole chicken. I went to Seongsu in Seoul again on the 22nd of December, but first we had dinner. We had pizza again, but at a different place this time. Since it was a level 8, it even had stunning views. I even spotted a crescent moon. After dinner, we walked around the area again to admire the beautiful buildings. Today is the 23rd of December. I had kodari jorin for lunch, but the information about this dish is also in my Korean food video. This kodari jorin was so yummy. We even mixed it with bean sprouts. Then for dinner, I had soba, pork cutlet, and tteokbokki. Today's lunch and dinner was absolutely my best meals ever in Korea. Since I love soba, pork cutlet, and tteokbokki, I really enjoyed that meal, but I won't share much about the rest of the day because I was just doing some pretty boring stuff. Today is December 25th, Christmas Day 2025. We're on the highway right now, heading somewhere outside of Seoul. That's right, we're going to Wonju, the biggest city in Gangwon province. We met my uncle there and had lunch together. For lunch, we had Korean barbecue, pork first, then 닭갈비. The 닭갈bi is also featured in my Korean food video, so I hope you check it out as well. The link to the Korean food video is in the description below. After lunch, we stopped by Starbucks for dessert. I had a matcha latte and some chocolate cake. Matcha latte with chocolate cake. Honestly, these are my all-time favorite desserts. Today is December 26th and we're at a mall near my grandmother's place. Lunch first. I went for pizza and tteokbokki set. I had never seen a pizza come with tteokbokki before, so of course I had to try it. I grabbed a few more treats at the mall. First, a macaron. They were shaped like the cutest decorations, so of course I had to try one. And since I love dumplings, I couldn't resist getting some of those too. After eating, we headed to my grandmother's place. With my departure from Korea coming up soon, I felt a bit sad looking at the beautiful Seoul views. Anyway, we celebrated a birthday party at my grandmother's home today. After that, we headed to the Hyundai Premier Outlet in Gimpo. I couldn't help but notice how fast Korean malls like this are developing. It's amazing. I wandered around the outlet since it was just a few days before heading back to Sydney. I even tried a Taiwanese crispy milk donut, coated in sugar, super sweet and unbelievably crispy. After that, it was time for dinner. Tonight, we had shabu shabu, a hot pot style meal. The restaurant was almost like a buffet, with so many different dishes to try. This place seriously has so many delicious dishes. I kept getting up again and again to try everything. Chicken wings, tteokbokki, fried rice, pizza, fries and so much more. I didn't even know where to start. Today is December 28th. We went to Haewadong in Seoul with my grandmother for dinner at Pizzeria O. Did you know that dough is mature for 48 hours and baked in a 485-degree pizza oven? Sounds amazing, right? This restaurant is a bit special and here's why. Today is December 29th. The fine dust was quite high that day. While we were driving, I spotted a red moon, something you can often see when the air quality isn't great. Anyway, we headed to Hongdae and had ramen for dinner. They only serve one flavor here, but it's honestly so good. After that, we headed back to Haewadong. We had tteokbokki and it was so good. If you ever visit Haewadong, you definitely have to try it. Today is January 1st, 2026, the day I'm finally heading back to Sydney. We're in the rental car right now, but we stopped at Songdo Premier Outlet in Incheon for one last bit of shopping and lunch. I had a kimchi udon and pork cutlet set. Since it's hard to find kimchi udon in Sydney, I had to get it one last time before leaving. We're on the way to the airport now and I'm starting to feel really sad. I wish I could stay in Korea a little longer. Seoul is where I was born, my relatives are here, and there are just so many things I love doing in Korea. That's why it's so hard to leave. After safely returning the rental car, I grabbed some Dunkin' Donuts before checking in. The plane is taking off at exactly 9 p.m. Korea, I had such an amazing time here. I truly hope I can come back again, hopefully sometime in 2026. I already miss Korea so much while filming this and having dinner. Tonight's in-flight meal is bulgogi with sam, but I was feeling a bit motion sick so I couldn't really eat it properly. Since it was nighttime, I managed to get some sleep on the plane. The next day was January 2nd, 2026, and breakfast was crab soup. I wanted to have porridge to help with my motion sickness, but it still hadn't gone away, so I couldn't really eat properly again. While on the plane, I spotted some stunning morning views, so of course, I had to capture them. Soon after, the plane landed in Sydney, and just like that, this too has come to an end. I had so much fun on this trip to Seoul and Osaka, so I really hope you enjoyed my vlog part 2. I already missed returning to Seoul, my hometown where I got to see my relatives, and Osaka, where I can do all the things I love and still haven't tried. At least now, with the real-time Japanese train app I found, traveling around Japan is so much easier than before. I also want to explore more of Kyoto, which is why I'm definitely planning a third trip to Osaka. If you're a train enthusiast or just curious about what types of trains to ride in Japan, I really hope this app helps you as much as it helped me. I'd been searching for something like this for ages, and I finally found it while waiting for my flight to Sydney at Incheon Airport. Now, I use it every day to plan what trains to ride and where to go on my next Osaka adventure. You might notice that when I talk about Korean food at the Kansai area, I mostly focus on how I felt in each moment, and that's because this is a vlog. If you want more detailed info about Korean food or places in the Kansai region, make sure to check out the other videos I've uploaded. The links are all in the description below. Thank you for watching everyone, can't wait to see you in the next video.